Hey guys, it's me, Apollonia. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, I've been doing the magic for a little bit. I'm on day 12 now. Um, I hope that you guys have been feeling a difference, in your positive feelings and emotions. I've been still doing a lot of Joe Dispenza and his meditations, which have really been helping me heal. And I hope that, you know, um, I think you should always combine gratitude with meditations. After you get to a neutral place and you've raised your vibration, then you can only go from there. So, I would always suggest to meditate first thing in the morning, and then just visualize healing. Everybody needs healing in some way, whether it's something physical on your body, emotional, or mental, from your childhood or presently. We all need some kind of healing all the time. So, and then after that, I would start with visualizing what you want in your life. And then when you come out of that meditation, I would go into gratitude for what you already have. That's what I've been doing a lot lately. Also, like walking in nature really helps me to get into that, vibration of appreciation. So after I meditate, then I'll go like to this nature park and I'll go do appreciation there. Anyways, let's get this party started. Um, Not much of a party, but informative data. Let's go with that. Okay, day 12, magical people who made a difference. Albert Schweitzer. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each one of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. Every one of us has received help, support, or guidance from other people at particular times in our life when we needed it most. Sometimes another person alters the course of our life through their encouragement, guidance, or just being there at the right time. And then life goes on, and we tend to forget that those times when one person touched us or changed our life. Sometimes you don't even realize the impact a person had until you're well into the future when you look back at your life and realize that a particular person was pivotal in magically changing the direction of your life. The person may have been a teacher, a coach, an uncle, aunt, sibling, grandparent, or a family member. They may have been a doctor, a nurse, or a best friend. They may have been the person who introduced you to your current partner or a particular interest that became one of your greatest passions. Maybe they were someone you didn't even know and they appeared in your life very briefly, performing a random act of kindness that touched you to the core. My grandmother gave me my love for books, cooking, and the countryside. By sharing her love for those things with me, all of them affected and changed the course of my life. Cooking became a passion of mine for over 20 years. My love of books eventually led me to become a writer, and my love of the countryside has influenced me where I've lived throughout my life. My grandma also disciplined me with a steel hand to say thank you. At that time, I thought she was just teaching me to be polite. It was only later in life I realized that teaching me to say thank you with magic words was the greatest gift my grandma gave to me. She is not alive anymore, but I continue to be grateful for her and her huge influence. Thank you, Grandma. Today, you are going to think about the magical people who have impacted your life. Find a quiet place alone sometime today. Sit down and think of 3 extraordinary people who have made a difference in your life. Once you have 3 people, work with one person at a time and talk out loud to each person as though they were present, telling him or her the reasons why you're grateful for them and how they affected the course of your life. Make sure you do this magical practice with all 3 people in one session because take it will take your feeling of gratitude to a far deeper level. If you split up this magical practice throughout the day, you will not feel the same depth of gratitude nor receive the magical results. Here's an example of what you might say. Sarah, I want to thank you for the time that you have encouraged me to follow my heart. I was lost and confused that day, and your words touched me and lifted me out of despair. Because of what you said, I found the courage to follow my dream and move to France to work as an apprentice chef. I'm living my dream and could not be happier. All because of what you said to me. Thank you, Sarah. Very important that you say the reasons why you're grateful, and you can't say too much. Instead, the more you say and the more you feel, the more amazing the results. You will see the magic explode in your life from doing this practice. So, Well, I can think of a few people. I would say one, my foster grandfather who I live with, he's given me a home, and he's been the closest thing to family that I've had. And he's taught me a lot about protecting myself, shooting, and other things, and spiritually. Um, and he did help me heal when I was at a really, really hard time in my life. Um, overcoming tremendous trauma with my mother and grandmother. And then I would say two, probably, there's someone I'm thinking of, but I'm going to say my Aunt Ramona, who's come back into my life recently. She's someone like, I didn't really grow up having a mom, and my mom went to prison a few times, and it's just, abused me and my brother, abused her children. That was one of the reasons she went to prison. And so my aunt has been like the closest thing that I've ever had to a mom. And so to me, she's like the ideal model of like how a mom should be, like tough and loving, good advice, but forgiving if you do wrong, and that like femininity that I feel like a lot of women have lost. Like all these women think they have to be like strong or become a man nowadays to be strong, but there could be feminine strength, and I think she resembles that very closely to the ideal. Yeah, and then I would say my little brother, who like when I've had like hard financial times or like, because he was given more than me, we're half and half. He's been there for me. And then I would say that he has, we've cried together when we were like beaten together. I don't mean to make this like negative, but we have that bond. And actually, I think it helped us healing wise, crying together. And so he's just a very genuine soul, and he makes me really happy, and he's funny. Yeah. Yeah. So those are my three people, my three reasons. I just wanted to give an example, and then now I'm going to give you the little list. I have to give you the info, and then I try to give you like my own experience, so it's not boring. Number one, count your blessings. Always do your 10 blessings. Two, find a quiet place alone today and make a list of the 3 people who made a difference in your life. 3, work through the list one person at a time, and while talking out loud, tell each person the reason why you're grateful for them. And 4, just before you go to bed tonight, hold your magical rock and think of the best thing that happened to you today. Okay? Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening. I would like to know below, if you want to comment, who 3 people that have been important in your life, or even just one, and a few reasons why. And if you like this video, please subscribe. And until next time, toodles.